Now, here's what's important. Sometimes we don't take as much action as we would like to, and we beat ourselves up. I want you to know that everything is okay. You're in a perfect place that you are in life right now to move where you want to go. Forget about what happened, and make sure that if you do take action, even if it's one little tiny thing, but that will still move you closer to where you want to go in your life, to the goals that you keep in your head. So I had a problem actually with myself before I decided to commit to my personal growth development. I did not want to actually take accountability for my own actions. So usually what would happen is I would blame my parents, I'll blame my brother, I'll blame the community, I'll blame even the government. And none of that was helping. And it wasn't until I realized that if it's meant to be, it's up to me, that really nothing will happen. Most recently, actually, I had another discovery that allowed me to open up another level of accountability to myself and my goals, and that was a story. And a story was that I held in my mind. It was back from when I was about 10 years old. And it was my mom, my brother, my dad, and my grandma. We actually went on one day to the beach, a couple hours drove, and I actually had a backpack with all of the documents, my dad's documents, some money, my brother's camera, and the keys to the car. Little did I know, we went to the restaurant, we left the restaurant, and I left the backpack. When I came back a few minutes later, the backpack was gone. Now, in that moment, the story that I created in my head was that I can't be trusted, because I was given trust over this backpack, and now I lost it. And actually, that story kept with me for almost my entire life, until now, until I decided to let it go. So some of you have those type of stories that you're just holding on, and you just don't want to go, don't want to let it go. It feels comfortable to hold it, and that story might be keeping you from where you want to go. So what I ask you to do this weekend is to make a decision and let that story go. Tell it bye-bye. I'm not going to need that story anymore, because you know where you want to be. So, in a relationship, as relationship marketers, we do a few simple things. You know, we prospect, we invite, we prospect, and then we follow up until somebody says yes or no about our opportunity. Seems very simple. But the problem is that the consistency for most of us is not there. It wasn't there for me previously. And what I can tell you is that you are the only person that can actually make yourself successful. Nobody else can. And you have to take that accountability and run with it. See, there's a principle called the compounding effect, and it talks about taking small, insignificant steps towards your goals that actually amount to large success. And imagine if you could talk to 2 people per day about your business, 6 days a week, take 1 day off, over a year. You would have about 312 prospects that we would talk to at the end of the year, and about 15 to 30 of them, being conservative, would join your business. That actually would put you in the top 5% of network marketers. How many of you think you could do that? Okay, great. So right now, we need to start looking at the things we're not doing in our business and start doing them from today. Because that will create personal change in your life. See, time is running out. I'll just finish with one of my favorite stories of one of my favorite authors, which is John C. Maxwell. Yeah. And he's one of arguably the best leadership coach in the world. And he said that in life you're going to actually have to pay a price. And that price you're either going to have to pay now, and then you can live the rest of your life how you want to live, or you can live how you want to live now and then pay the price later. But you won't be able to get out of paying that price, actually. So the question is, how are you growing yourself? How many books have you read in the last 12 months? How many seminars have you gone to in the last 12 months? My personal favorite is Landmark Education. I do recommend it, and I'm about to get kicked off, so I'm actually just finishing with one last sentence from one of my actually personal mentors, and many of you know him. His name is Billy Parker. And it says that the same sun rises and falls on us all. It's the time in between that makes or breaks your dream. Thank you all. Love you.
Dominik Lipinski, guys. That is the youth movement. That's what's going on. We see the young people taking the reins, taking the business seriously, and having a blast too. We had a great time in Vegas. We had a great time in Vegas, let me tell you that. All right, guys.